Well met travellers, today's game is, well, if you don't know this game then you did not grow up at the same time as me, put it that way. This is a PS1 classic by the name of Crash Bandicoot, and it is an absolutely fantastic and also incredibly difficult game. I'm going to press start. Go, 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 go! This game is notorious for being incredibly difficult. To the extent that when I was younger, I wrote the password to unlock all the levels in the back of the instruction manual. Because I couldn't get past a particular level, as was how these things went back in day. Don't suppose you have that anymore in modern games. You may notice that there's a few graphical issues. That's because I'm running an emulator, don't judge me. Oh man. There's black squares around everything. That's no good. So, this game is a platformer, and it is a very linear platformer. Unlike the likes of, say, Super Mario 64, it's more like you follow a path rather than going wherever you want. So it's a bit more traditional in that sense. And you've got boxes to jump on, which were later called crates in the sequels, for there were 2 sequels to this game, both of which are incredible. But much easier than this. And I will probably play him in the future. Now you may be thinking Crash Bandicoot looks more like a fox, and that's what we thought back in the day. But he is genetically mutated. The idea is that this chucklehead called Dr. Neocortex, see what they did there? He created a machine called the Cortex Vortex, with which he was going to create an army of animals which he had mutated, and Crash was going to be like the commander or something, but he ended up being rejected. But they nicked his girlfriend, so the idea is to just get the girl. Again, as it was back in the day. I just missed a crate, there we go. Get all the crates, you get a special gem at the end. Am I going to get the crates? Don't be stupid. I'm not that good at games. And the animation is lovely and fluid, and the bloke who follows you around is called Aku Aku. And these things that I'm collecting are not apples or mangoes, they are Wumpa fruit. A mistake that many of my peers made back in the day. And this is the magical teleporter thing. Simple, innit? Yeah, I missed several boxes because they were all down there next to the switch crate. That would have been suicide. And it's not worth getting the gem. I mean, come on, I'm only going to be playing this for 20 minutes. Just to make a little video, because I feel like making a video. Jungle Rollers. The whole aesthetic is based on, well, I suppose Aborigine stuff and that sort of thing. Go, 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 go. Very tribal. But then later on you've got big machines and stuff, and it's all pretty goddamn cool. Run into the TNT. Oh, look at that. Who are you? Yes, collecting 3 Aku Akus makes you invincible. Don't know whether you can still jump on stuff. Well, you don't need to. It just flipping pops out. And here's one of the aforementioned jungle rollers. Yep, cheers. And there's a thing. A little shop of horrors jobby. I might as well point out at this stage that I can only use the D-pad to control this game. I'm using my Xbox controller, and, well, we all know how good the D-pad is on that. It ain't the most accurate thing in the world. Oh, look, there's 2 now. Hooray. They give you quite a lot of Aku Akus in the early levels. That does not carry through. Trust me. This game gets considerably harder. And if you're actually playing it on a genuine piece of hardware, which I would be if I had the means to record it, there is a little bit of input lag I noticed. It might be because I'm using a PS2 controller with a PS1, but there's a bit of input lag, and it is, oh, skill. It is noticeable, and it makes some of the later levels incredibly difficult indeed. I know I just took a hit. Yeah, take that, you stupid monster plant. Weren't they in Jak and Daxter? No, another Naughty Dog franchise. Oh look, I've just got the bonus by collecting 3 Torna heads, Torna being Crash Bandicoot's girlfriend. And you have to complete these bonus stages in order to save your game, which is a bit stupid. Bouncy, bouncy. Wow, the controls are a bit unresponsive on this one. Huh. Strange. Maybe it's a problem with the emulation. You know, I was originally going to play a PS2 game for this video, but I couldn't record it for the life of me. I was trying to use the PCSX2 emulator, and the gameplay was awful. And for some reason, Torna is here, even though she's supposed to be in Castle Cortex. I don't stinking know. Why would you go out with Crash anyway? He's not exactly the most attractive bloke. Oh, here we go. Reading memory card directory. Yes, I don't have a memory card in, I've got a hard drive. In fact, I've got 3. Hope this works. Otherwise we're going to be here for quite some time. Oh, no, here we go. I can request the password. If you can remember that, you can access where I am at the game, though it's not difficult to get to. That's weird. Why does the T have a black bit on one side and not on the other? The joys of emulation. Oh, come on, why'd you have to read it again? Oh, old games. Yeah, just be glad you don't have to put up with this. Been memory cards. Yeah, you could save 15 games, 15 whole games. So if you had 16 games, you had to delete one that you didn't play very often. But often a game would have more than one block taken up, so you'd have to just go and buy another memory card. And in most of the games that I have from the time, they've got a little advert for a translucent blue memory card, and it's always the translucent blue one. And they always advertise the translucent blue analog controller and all. Back in the day when analog controllers were new and tasty. Yes, that was a reference, thank you very much. Take this! Oh yeah. Did I get all the crates on that map? What am I on about? It's not an FPS. Get all the crates on that level? No, I didn't. Tragic. Now, you may have noticed in that one, I didn't point it out at the time, but there was a little green gem floating. That is a death route. You can probably guess what that entails. And they were also in the second and the third games, and I believe they were in the Wrath of Cortex as well, but we don't talk about that one. Even though it's where Crunch Bandicoot came from, and he's a pretty cool dude. Much cooler than Knuckles. Sometimes the sound doesn't play, that's annoying. These levels, by the way, sometimes they're in these little fortresses, and they're such a pain later on, because you've got to... Well, I'll show you later, I think there's some on this one in particular. These tortoises, you can sometimes bounce up to bonuses, and if you spin them too early, then you can't get the bonus. Take that, you stupid box. But crap. What? I have never seen that before, I didn't know that happened. Maybe it's the European version that does that. Well, no, because that can't be right, because I have the European version as a physical disc. Strange. Oh, here we go. Can't get that unless you do that. In the later games you could double jump, but in this one you can't. Crash is a little bit too stupid for that. Hooray! Let's have some bouncing. You know, they should really do a HD remake of this game. What is it with... There's 2 very specific games, both featuring strangely coloured animals, both being extremely good platformers from the 90s, both sorely requiring HD remakes. That would be this and Jazz Jackrabbit. And it's not been done. What's all that about? I mean, I can understand because Crash Bandicoot has been ruined, but oh crap, I forgot about him. Is that him or her? Take that. It's like a shield from Payday. In fact, it pretty much is a shield from Payday, just not in quite so fancy armour. What was I saying? Yeah. Crash Bandicoot was destroyed pretty much by somebody. In about 2006 there was a game released called Crash of the Titans, developed by... I don't know actually, was it Vivendi Universal? I don't know. Published by Sierra, of all people. And it was an absolute flipping piece of junk. You see how this one's a jolly platformer? Oh look, I just got another bonus. Excellent. Well, Crash of the Titans decided now we're going to be a game where you have to fight monsters and you get tattoos and crap like that. Which, for a long time Crash Bandicoot fan, is really not what you want from a Crash Bandicoot game. To put it politely. Alley up! Crap. Ugh. Oh god. Nice. And, ooh, double lives, very nice. Cheers, Torna. There we go, save point again. Hooray! They're very generous with the save points early on, but again, that doesn't carry through. Pick a new block, update save game. Let's update the save game. It'll take forever to save, for no real reason. Continue. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Crash of the Titans, yeah. We're going to be a monster fighting game with tattoos and stupid moves and... yeah. Not what Crash Bandicoot is really after. Look, here's another death route. I really don't know how to get to these in the original game, but I know how to get to them in the later games, of course. They're rather easy to get to, I must say. Yes. Not what we wanted, and it was awful. It was Crash of the Titans, and then they made another one called Crash Mind Over Mutant, which, as far as I can ascertain, is basically the same thing with different levels. In some cases, that's good. In the case of that game, no chance. Now then, boulders. This is a classic formula, which I'm sure you've seen in many games. Basically, oh man, this is really hard to control. It's really hard to get a definite direction with this rubbish D-pad. Oh yes, you have to run towards the screen and run away from the boulder. All the while being an Indiana Jones reference. How about that? Absolutely. Take that. I apologise, I seem to have developed a blocked nose ever so suddenly. Jog, jog, jog. I love how terrified Crash looks. Something about these old games, just the level of detail in the animations they put in is astounding. This formula was repeated in Crash Bandicoot 3, but instead of a boulder you were chased by a giant Triceratops. When I play that game, I will demonstrate. Oh crap, oh no, I thought I jumped too early then, but nope. Yeah, we're alright. Love the design of this game. Oh man. I would love a HD remake of this game. If they did it in the style of Crash Twinsanity. When was that done? I think it was 2004, 2005. The last good Crash game. It played a lot like this, or the old ones in general, but it was a bit more open world, and tragically, it had a ton of cut content. They had so much more planned for it, but they didn't. They were rushed. Oh man, perfect, nice. Oh, I got a gem. Yes, that. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Yes, that's a problem with PS1 graphics. They seem to be very stretchy and Play-Doh. Yeah. Oh, if you get a gem, you get to save your game. Well, well. I did not know that. Crash Twinsanity was fantastic. I'll play that someday. I won't bother talking about it now. But, yeah. It's unfortunate that they didn't get a chance to put in all the cut content. Oh, God. These river levels are hell. Absolute hell. Give me that.
What have I got?
Music's cool. The only thing is, like so many of these old games, you can't really listen to the music on its own. It works better with the sounds of the gameplay and stuff. That goes for racing games as well in general. Although many racing games seem to have absolutely awful. I don't know what to describe it. I was going to say house, but it's actually nothing like house. It's horrible 90s stuff. It's all false strings and what have you. Checkpoint! I love the checkpoint boxes, and they make a fantastic noise in the later games. Ah, that's one of the things that these old games had, really cool sound effects that you remembered for years. That's something that games these days lack. Cool sound effects. Oh no! Oh no. Oh, pigged. You see why the hell. It's kind of hard to judge your jumps sometimes. Because your shadow isn't very dark. And a lot of the times in these 3D platformers you use your shadow to ascertain where you're actually jumping to. That reminds me, there was some levels similar to this in Crash Bandicoot 2. The river was considerably bigger, and you had a wakeboard, and it was awesome. You rode around on it, and it went vroom, and you got to go over ramps and things. You had a jetpack in that game and all, at some stage. Terrifying, snappy thing. Well, there's another death route down there. Yeah, death routes basically kill you. almost instantly. Yay, another save point. Well, a bonus round. If I don't clear it, I don't think I get to go back. Oh my. What is this horrible display of crates? Not exactly a super crate box. God, that game is rubbish, isn't it? Go! Yes, I need this other crate, thank you. Oh! Oh! Oh, what? Hang on a minute, I landed on that. Cheeky flipping game. Buying 12% complete. Is that all? Hey, these days you'd be 50% complete by now. Oh, the levels are very short, to be fair. Go! And go again, back to upstream. No! The later levels on the river are just flipping nightmares. Although they're not as bad as the bridge levels. The bridge levels are pretty much death in a can. Oh, there's another death route there. What's all that about? There's 2 on this level. What's all that about? Can't have that. Can only die once. Humph. Oh, Papu Papu, who only appeared in this game and then never was seen since. Oh, well, no, actually, he was in Crash Team Racing. Which, if you can't guess, is Crash Bandicoot's attempt at a racing game, and it was really good. And why is he in the middle of... Actually, that's a point. Why are we fighting Papu Papu? God, the portrait at the bottom is kind of terrifying, isn't it? Ooh! I think we just got to wait for him to get puffed out and then jump on his belly or something. Stop trying to whack me with your stupid stick. Oi! God's sake. Am I supposed to be trying to hit him? I cannot remember how to do this boss battle. I feel like I'm missing something. What is this music? Jazz fusion? If I try and spin him at all, I just bounce off, look. But now, I feel like I'm doing something really wrong here. Oh, I can just sit on his chair. I can avoid all his attacks if I sit in his chair. So surely I can just wait this out and see if anything happens. Time for some speed, I think. Okay. I'm gonna lose all my lives to thinking Papu Papu. The first boss, and I can't work out how to beat him! Oh! Oh, do you just jump on his head? Let me jump on... Oh, okay. Wow, all that waiting around. Die, Papu Papu, for whacking me for no reason. Yay, I sparkle. That's what happens if you eat too much popping candy. To think, I was just about to look it up on the internet as well. Rolling Stones. Subtle. I think Daryl had Rolling Stones. No, it's Stone Roses he had on. Never mind. So many stones. Smack you. As is the tradition with platform games, you get an extra life if you get 100 Wumpa Fruit. Go! Oh, there's a pointy arrow thing there. It means I can jump on it. Oh, I've got an embryo head. Embryo being in allegiance with Neocortex. Except he leaves Neocortex pretty much as soon as this game finishes. And strings out on his own in the second game. Oh, did I get Aku Aku from that anyway? Oh, that's cool. Nice little bonus. Right, I know that this middle crate is an extra life, I believe. Yay, Mr. Best. Oh, God. Run! Oh, thanks. Thank God. Oh, Go, 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 go. Hang on, so I'm getting Tawna heads and I'm also getting embryo heads. How strange. And yes, embryo is meant to sound like that. As is engine, entropy, entrance. Who are the other ones? Insanity Island, where you start the game. Oh, this one's gonna fall! Whoa! Oh yeah, I got another bonus round. Bonus round. Good luck. This one's gonna be really hard. Oh god. Look at this. Look at this horrible setup. Oh! Oh! Oh, the peril. Oh no, there's more. But wait, there's more! Ha! Take that, you stupid bonus round. Let me in. Oh, come on! Ah, that's just flipping cheeky, that. Cheeky flipping game design. Shut up. Oh. Did you see the flaw down there? I couldn't get there by just dropping off that thing. No, I needed to use the death route. And that leads underground, because I've been there with that aforementioned... What? Hang on a minute. Where's the third embryo head? Oh, I feel like I've been stiffed. It's probably underground, wasn't it? Maybe it was in the bonus. No, I missed boxes. Yes, thank you for telling me that.